the new Kawasaki ZH2. Thanks for visiting the Kawasaki Media Conference. Please collect your media pack and let Supercharge continue.
Hey everybody, it's Jim here at EICMA live on the first day of the press days, wandering around, hopelessly lost, trying to figure out just where everything is. They've got halls that are the size of football stadiums filled with bike stuff. And all the major players, like Kawasaki is right over here. I was just there at the unveiling of all the new supercharged bikes, and yeah, what a media scrum pit that was right over here. So what I'm learning very quickly is that I don't actually want to go to the big unveilings because they got all the good bikes covered up anyway, and then you gotta fight elbow to elbow with everybody else, all the cameramen. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually just let them do their thing, and then I'm gonna swoop in afterwards and just pick up the press pack. One very annoying thing I've learned is that the new 250cc Screamer of Kawasaki's is only gonna be in Japan this year and next. No plans for North America, no plans even for Europe, just the Asian market to start with. So that's a little disappointing. Just gotta figure out where I am here. I'm here at the Sena booth, checking out this new streamlined, slimmer, lighter, and improved version of the Sena 50R. So you can see it has the mesh antenna here, and it has a 4-button design. There's one up top here for the mesh controls. So this is a much improved design. The mesh is a 2.0 as opposed to the former one. But the improvement that I'm most excited about is the voice command. So you don't have to wait after waking up the system to issue your command. You just say, activate Sena and then say your command. For example, hello Sena, check battery. Now you probably couldn't hear that, but that was enough to get her to say, check battery level is high. So this is a long time coming for Sena devices. I think the other ones were kind of frustrating, but this should be good. And I'm looking forward to getting one of these to test out on the road. So Sena, if you're watching, hook me up. I'll give you some more reports like this from the show as I get around. So here are some thoughts on the new Street Fighter from Ducati from yours truly. So I sat on it, and as you would expect, the controls are just beautiful. I can't even believe that they have heated grips on this bike, but they're there. The bike is just a sculpture to behold. I especially love the tail lights. It actually looks like flames coming up when the lights are lit, like when you hit the brakes. The seat is actually fairly comfortable, which blows my mind. And the dash, very clear, very Ducati. Man, what a gorgeous bike. If only they would just let me take it for a little rip around the neighborhood. Life would be complete here at EICMA 2019. Having said that, I got to sit on it. Here's what I really love about Duke. Look at that exhaust. They don't have a great big ugly can hanging out in front of that wheel. They let you enjoy that single-sided swing arm beauty uninterrupted. They keep that catalytic converter and everything else tucked up underneath where it belongs, out of sight. Wow. I don't know what it costs, but I know people are going to buy it. This is it, the V2. And then right away I noticed this interesting little nub, I guess. What a pretty bike though. Woo! Side shock in the rear. This is the lovely Panigale V2. I think I could get used to it. Look at that tail light with the clean pass through. Wow. And I mean, Ducati, of course, they've got the white floor so that you can just highlight everything. Look at the Acra exhaust all tucked under there, even with all the catalytic converter and everything. And come around and see the front. It's got that awesome face just like the S model. Motorcycle perfection, well, I don't know, close to it. All right, go ahead. Check out the handlebars, the flex on the S1000XR. Love it. Thank you. So that should really help with vibration in the mirrors that was evident on the previous generation of the XR. They've also added better suspension, better travel. So this, look at this seat with the M on it. Oh my goodness, all the BMW owners out there who know anything about the cars are just going to drool at that. They have this neat little storage compartment here too. You can keep your sunglasses in there, I guess. Maybe just barely. This is interesting right here. SOS. Panic button, I guess. Leave it to BMW to worry about that. But everything I'm told is that this thing is going to be more comfortable, just as powerful, and better in most any way. Take another look over here. It's really hard. It is so crowded here. And believe it or not, this is just press and vendors today. But I like the seat height on this one. This one is really appealing if you're a sport bike rider who has just decided you've had enough of being hunched over. Look at this. Where's the tail light? Any ideas? I think these are the tail lights and the turn signals. Dear Harley Davidson, this is an open letter from Jim Pruner, webBikeWorld, and everybody else who is excited about this bike. Why have I come across the ocean only to find your very interesting adventure bike encased in plastic or glass, whatever this is, plexiglass? Why? If we were good enough to come this far to see this thing, could you not at least just let me swing a leg over it? Here's the impressive new 1250 modular engine that we've heard so little and yet much about. What I can tell you is being this close to it, you can see that's a total TFT display and an adjustable windshield. Looks like manually adjustable. So that great big knob over on the other side there. It looks like we've got all the goodies on the controls there. It looks like it's a very wide and tall seat. Like it's about 7 or 8 inches off the ground here. And like it's, if I stand beside it here, it's like at my mid-chest level almost, like right at the solar plexus. So drop it down, 7-8 inches, and I can safely say there's no way I can ride this bike. It's going to be way too tall. Miles too tall for me, especially with a big wide seat. And that's going to be the case for most people, I would have to guess. That crash bar looks pretty beefy. Got a center stand on it, chain drive. Got Brembo brakes. And I can't really make out what those front fork shocks are. Massive ABS sensor, I'm guessing, right there in that green end. I mean, it could really be something, and it could just be an absolute disaster too. I mean, look at the way that this coil hangs out there. You tip over on this bike and you're gonna break stuff. I would definitely go there. Here's the engine over here. Again, it's really hard to see because of the plexiglass, the reflection on it in this white enclosure. So I'm really quite disappointed once again, Harley Davidson. There's kind of a stripped down version of it over here. You might be able to see a little bit more. So it's got a trellis subframe on it, which will help keep it a little bit lighter. Like a tubular front. Looks like the engine is a stressed member. Again, I still... Oh, what's that? Almost see something on the rear shock. See what kind it is. Not really, though. Anyway. Oh, there's also another paint scheme over here. Scusi. Yeah, so we got it in black. I mean, it is a Harley. Better come in black. Look at that cannon of a muffler. Woo, baby. Wow. I mean, as big exhausts go, that is a big one. Holy. I like the black, actually. I don't know. I'd like a black on orange, maybe a mixture of the two bikes. But yeah, that seat. Whoa, that seat is a nightmare. I don't think I can do it. This thing will be, I would guess, top heavy. Looking at it. It's gonna be a beast. All right. That's all the complaining I can manage for now. I'm gonna go cry to the Harley Davidson reps in person. Hey everybody, it's Jim back at EICMA 2019. Here I am looking at a very high-end model built for speed, quite expensive, hot to handle, and she's sitting on a really awesome motorcycle too. This is the CBR 1000 R. It really arsome to see. I'm really interested to try riding it if I ever get the chance. The bike, just to be clear. Yeah, 215 horse. I've heard the highest power to weight ratio in the segment now. So what, in theory, this might be faster than anything out there. We don't know yet. It's Honda, so frankly, I'd be a little surprised. I mean, they tend to overbuild everything and, not built for the fastest thing out there, but usually the longest lasting and easiest to ride. So this one's really got me curious. Yeah, pretty awesome. Hey friends, it's day 3 here at EICMA 2019. Jimbo coming to you live from the first day where the public is allowed in. And oh man, I just barely escaped alive from the KTM booth. And I mean, look at this. This truly is helping me appreciate the press days when you could move somewhat freely. Now you basically need to lubricate yourself with engine oil in order to get anywhere. And this is, let me point out, Thursday, a weekday, at 11:30. Like, it's not even noon. And, all right. Do you see what we're dealing with here? It's, man, oh man. And there's a lot of that going on. All right, this is too much. I gotta get out of here. Hey, webBikeWorld. I'm about to do something I maybe shouldn't, but I can't resist. Look at what I found. It's the showy smart helmet, and it's unguarded. I'm like a cyborg right now. I've got the heads-up display here. I'm gonna try turning it on. I don't even know what I'm doing. There's nobody here to tell me about it. Yeah, nothing's happening. I'm pushing the button. Who knows? This might be a fake. I don't know. Maybe this never did work. Maybe it's just a publicity stunt. But it's a legit, showy, smart helmet. Remember the guy from The Last Starfighter? The bad guy who had the thing that, like this, that would fold in and out? That's what I feel like right now. Oh man, look at this thing. Hey webBikeWorld, have I ever shown you the how a D3o Armor is made from this goo? Like, this is a D3o Armor from Climb, and it's like some of the best protection you can get as far as impact safety. The way this stuff starts out is almost like a Play-Doh. It's very, very weird. And if you take some of this, it's almost like toffee. But to demonstrate just how effective it is at protection, you can roll it into a ball like so. You can put it over your fingers like so. You can take this handy hammer and do that. There's nothing going on. I mean, it works a little better if you put it on the other side too. It actually hardens when it is impacted, but I mean, it's still stretchy. Very weird. Like voodoo. So you put it there like this, you can see it like bounces when it takes a direct hit from impact, and yet it still can be squished. Crazy, eh? Sorry about the crappy camera work. I'm on my own. Now look at these jackets. Can we demonstrate the brake lights? How are we going to do that? Oh yeah, there, it worked. So the inertia of stopping will cause the lights on the back to go darker, brighter. Kind of reminds me of the Avengers
A little bit.
symbol, eh? So we're definitely going to be testing these on webBikeWorld. I have no doubt of that. It's a really nice jacket. Men and women's style, I take?
Exactly,
Yeah. Awesome. Hey everyone. Here it is, day 3 at EICMA. The first day the public's let in. I think I already mentioned that. It's a zoo. I'm absolutely swamped, overwhelmed. I'm jet lagged. I think I got about 4 hours sleep last night. But what a show. I mean, wow. I knew this was big. I knew this would be like trying to eat an elephant. One man cannot eat an elephant in 3 days, let me tell you. Especially when you realize that after day one, most of the press and media associates from all the dealers go home, and they basically like lock everything up. You know, I didn't get to see the Harley Pan America, the adventure bike, until yesterday, and I got there about 11 o'clock, and they had it boxed up. Like, you can't even sit on it anymore. Same thing with a bunch of the new bikes here. And I mean, the first 2 days, all day, is supposed to be press access. But like, I just barely caught the Indian reps walking out the door saying, yeah, we're going to jump on a plane, we're going home. So I mean, this is wbikeWorld's first year at EICMA that I'm aware of. And I learned a lot. We'll do it better next year. We'll, you know, this, you have no idea what a zoo this is, even on the press days. So I've learned how to navigate it better for next year. I've met a lot of great people from the various manufacturers. That's going to be a huge help to us to continue to do good reviews in the coming years, because this is where the real media contacts hang out. At other shows I've been to, it's been, you know, contacts, but like, I met the head of marketing for KTM yesterday, and that was awesome. That was worthwhile. So absolutely stoked and pumped for that one, because I've been trying through phone and email for like a year and a half and just getting stonewalled. I just had to come to Italy. So another epiphany that I've had, like, if you notice the photos that I've been taking and posting, I've consciously not included the models. First, it's distracting. Second, I sort of felt like it was maybe objectifying women, maybe sexist, everything like that. And then I got to thinking about it, and I realized this is a tough job. And I mean, please don't accuse me of, you know, being, I don't know, a chauvinist pig or something. It's not like that. I just realized, you know, these women are getting probably paid very well. And this is a hard job. Like, it sort of only dawned on me yesterday when I was trying to get close to the new Aprilia RS 660, and I couldn't. Like, the mob that had formed around this thing was impenetrable for hours. And they had a model sitting on the bike all day, 8 hours. So I got there at the very end of the show, and I asked this model, so what's the seat like? If anybody knows, you do. You've literally been on it all day. And she said it's good, it's comfy. I got on it, she got off so I could get on. She was right. On a sport bike, that's a pretty good seat. So, yeah, full respect to the models, the hard-working models at the show. Much to my surprise, I've gained a respect for them. And on my last half day that I've decided to spend here, I actually took a whole bunch of photos of them, because, you know, I want to actually show them that respect. They're here to have their photos taken and get attention for the bikes. I'm going to help them out. So, yeah, I got to fly out of here tomorrow morning. I'm going to head down to downtown Milan now, because all I've seen is the subway, a couple of restaurants, and the inside of all these halls, which are huge. Like, the only thing I've even been close to is in Vegas, Mandalay Bay, and it's not this big. This is ridiculous. It's like, I'd have to say like maybe 10 football field sized. No, more than that, like 24 football sized fields to display this in. Maybe small stadiums. It's huge. I have no idea what the square footage is, but you can get lost. It's big. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a half day to be a tourist and see Milan. So yeah, I'll post some content from that too. Gym out.